So now we get into recaps. We are, as soon as we're done recording this, we're going to record a separate Stephen Baum episode. That'll go up around the same time as this, similar time, we'll see. So the only other thing that came out, that at least that passed our radar, was Adventure Time came back.
Yeah.
After a month hiatus, it didn't too bad.
I believe Harvey came back too, but I have to get back on. But yeah, Adventure Time came back. And we got to see Viola.
A very strange episode.
But before we get into that, like, did we ever talk about the Mo two-parter on the show?
Somebody emailed us about that, but
somebody said we didn't, and I was like, I could have sworn we did.
No, we didn't, because I didn't know it came out. I never watched it before I was catching up.
You didn't?
Really? You didn't?
Nope.
Huh.
So we didn't do an episode on it.
I could have sworn we did.
No, that was the first time I ever watched it in my life.
Huh. All right, well.
It feels so long ago.
Yeah.
A distant dream.
So, I mean, maybe you two talked about it amongst yourselves.
I guess.
We tend to save it for the podcast. We don't have a lot to talk to each other about when the mics isn't on.
This podcast is tearing our family apart.
Maybe I showed it to a friend of mine and then we talked about it.
Anyway. I guess let's get in you. I don't remember.
I can't. I'm not prepared.
You got
BMO killed someone.
Yeah. Like, do you want me to lead it? Because I just watched it.
Yes.
Yeah, do that.
Please.
All right, cool. So this is Tooch's show now. Hi.
My PayPal address is...
I'm Too, and also Ooh, and also Ch. Put that together.
Yeah, Too Ooch.
Toongs. So we've got the more you mow and the more you know two-parter, and it aired back in the beginning of December, and it's another BMO episode, so it's great and adorable and also sad.
Yeah.
So it's BMO's birthday, which they kind of arbitrarily decided on, I guess.
Like to cheat.
Yeah. But I guess somehow Mo knew about it, and apparently comes to visit.
They invited Mo.
Oh right, yeah. So you know stuff.
Yeah, I'm remembering now that you're.
They invite Mo to BMO's birthday, and he shows up in a weird, dumb robot body with a big, silly afro wig. Because apparently his old body conked out on him, so this is his new one. And he sends BMO on a grown-up, coming-of-age adventure quest, but it's just like, just go to the factory and come back, whatever. And so just as soon as BMO gets there, while Mo entertains Finn and Jake as the new BMO temporarily.
And it's really bad at it.
Yeah, because Jake...
Who the heck is Burgess Meredith?
Because Jake hates old people.
It's bad at fun.
And so they get there. Well, BMO gets there and then figures out that it was a trap. It was a trap. All the other Mo units got horribly smushed together into a giant Minecraft cube face.
Yeah.
And he freaking and so BMO, because BMO has the power of imagination.
Yeah.
However, I think that BMO was identifying as he that episode, right? I feel like.
Yeah, I think.
Who can say? So BMO, uses the imagination to get them out, and they get back just in time to find out that Mo actually legit died, which was sad.
Yeah.
But and the Mo unit that's there is actually a Mo, the first Mo unit that was built to be loved, while BMO was made to give love. But Amo's too much of a dick.
Yeah, he's like the forsaken son.
Yeah, for some reason he was given the ability to conjure really dense ball bearings and launch them at people at high speed. I don't know what the original function of that was, but it was a bad idea, Mo.
Ball bearings is my favorite pair of words in the world. It's funny every time.
Like, Finn and Jake just get these big, nasty welts on their foreheads. They're probably concussed.
Yeah, and it's like, Amo is like, your first indication that something's weird with Mo is that he keeps acting kind of like a child.
Yeah.
But like a baby man child, and you're like, did this guy regress or fucking what? And it turns out he is a child that never really grew up. Unlike BMO, who after this experience is now an adult and has experienced traumatic coming of aging and loss of innocence and murder and colors.
BMO grows up way too fast and just decides, like, I think I'm grown up now. I need to be left alone. I think I just killed someone.
And then, like, when he learned, what was the thing with the color wheel?
Like, he was sort of musing on, like, you know, how do I grow up and change as a person, but keep myself like self-aware and not turn out like Amo? Like, how do I know that the decisions I make are right? And then he sort of came to the conclusion that, like, well, it's because I'm me and I'm not Amo. I have something, like, I have something special in myself that I can trust and keep inside of me and all that jazz. And so yeah, BMO's great.
Yeah, and now we have Almo.
Oh yeah, Almo's just there.
We don't know what Almo can't really move, so we don't know if Almo's gonna like hang out with them or just kind of sit out there in the wilderness.
He'll be friends with Nepter.
I feel really bad for Almo.
I feel bad for Nepter.
Poor Nepter.
Poor Nepter. He's Andy Milonakis, and they wouldn't let him rap. He was like about to spit something, and Mo was like, "No."
Oh
God.
Andy Milonakis was once in a commercial for Hot Pockets that featured Snoop Dogg, and yes, in fact, it was a parody of Drop It Like It's Hot, and yes, it was Pocket Like It's Hot, and it was horrible, but I watched the whole thing. It was a YouTube pre-roll ad, and I was able to skip it, but I didn't, because I'm like, this is just the world I live in, and I felt like I had to lean into it, that they did that, and Snoop Dogg just doesn't give a shit.
No, he'll do any, like, if there was ever a man who will do anything for the paycheck, it's Snoop.
He was in fucking Epic Rap Battles of History, and they're terrible.
Oh boy.
He was like, oh yeah, I'll hang out with the two worst rappers on the planet.
So then we come to this week's episode, which was Summer Showers. And it was about Viola, one of Jake's daughters, and who we haven't really seen any of, really. And we learned...
Because she's not voiced by a Bob's Burger, so who cares?
No, she's voiced by Elise from Dan Versus.
Oh!
Yeah, Paget Brewster, who has also done live action stuff. She's in Community. She
cool.
was. I haven't watched Community in a long time.
And Viola wants to be an actress, and she's auditioning for a role in a local theater. For some reason, somebody gave LSP the power to have a play.
To write and direct a play.
Write and direct a play in the Candy Kingdom. And LSP is being LSP. And...
LSP's being a bridezilla, but for directors.
Yeah.
And so Viola's...
So she's being a director.
Yeah. Viola's cast as just an assistant who does all the Foley and all the effects. And LSP is, like, obsessed with capturing the rain, like, perfectly for her play.
Yeah, like it's called Summer Showers, and she needs a perfect summer showers for my vision.
So she makes Viola like sit out in the rain and draw pictures of raindrops. But the interesting thing, it's a very quiet, sort of subdued episode for a more quiet, subdued character. Viola walks away to like have lunch with her dad, Jake, and Jake has his dad hat on.
Aww.
And he's like, I often worry that I completely chomped it raising you guys.
And the relationship is very awkward, it's just like, that is so great. That's so great. I am so happy. Viola felt like she had to prove that her dad didn't totally chomp it.
Yeah, if you didn't get that part, I would just feel like the worst father ever. Good thing you did. Like, it's that whole thing.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh, jeez, Jake.
Just eating a shrimp cocktail.
But then, like, I mean, it's like, it turns out, like, it turns out, like, it's very apparent that he'd be proud of her no matter what.
Of course,
because
she's
she like
great.
she told him like, oh, I actually, I just did the role last minute. I was actually like the backstage hand, and he goes like, oh man, you did all the effects and stuff. That's really cool. Like, he doesn't care.
He really
He's the
doesn't.
chillest.
And she was good at all the things.
She's the best.
She made that probably horrible, pretentious white people play seem interesting.
Yeah.
And it was cute to see the family all come out to see it. And
I like
how Finn was just not having
he
it.
hated it.
I like that Mr. Cupcake couldn't for the life of him remember to say the character names because he felt it was disingenuous.
I think that's a Philip K. Dick story about a race of aliens who like physically can't lie, and one of the things where they have no fiction, they have no actors, and that's Mr. Cupcake.
And then Tree Trunks had to back out because Mr. Pig fucking was being a fuckboy about his wife acting.
Oh man,
I love Ron Lynch.
Oh yeah, he's great.
Yeah, it was a sweet episode. It was nice to see this little character story.
I honestly hope Lumpy Space Princess stays in theater, because in terms of her egomaniacal, bitchy attitude, I think she's finally found her calling.
Yeah, honestly.
Like, that's exactly where she belongs.
And Viola seems to have the patience, so long as she gets to be the actress.
Yeah, right? God.
Yeah, and I mean, that's about
I hope
all.
that'd be a neat subplot, just like every now and again in the background you just see like a poster for one of LSP's new plays.
Yeah.
Next week is apparently a bomb.
Oh.
Ooh.
They didn't say this, but I'm looking at the next one and it says it airs on a Monday and the next one's a Tuesday, so yeah, there we go. Next one is called Angel Face. BMO convinces his friends to join him in a live-action cowboy role-playing game.
I thought the stop-motion one was next.
I thought that too. Maybe it's in the bomb. We'll get to that. Angel Face is apparently a reference to Angel Eyes from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Oh, yeah.
Then we got President Porpoise is missing. Finn and Jake attempt to track down President Porpoise before Vice President Blowfish takes over.
Oh, no.
President Porpoise was originally in the episode Burning Low, just as a very brief throwaway gag. As apparently the president.
Of Porpoise.
Oh, hey, but and this episode features Banana Man.
Oh.
Banana Man!
Oh, but he talks in this one.
Yeah.
Then we got Blank Eyed Girl by Morrissey.
By Van Morrison, I guess.
Oh, yeah, the other one. Fuck. Then Bad Jubies on Thursday is the stop motion one.
Okay.
And then, so that ends on the 14th, but then, on the 18th, for my birthday, there's a Clarence bomb that week.
Oh, nice. There's also, the Wednesday and Friday episodes, the Friday one is A King's Ransom, there's no description, but Betty's in Friday's episode.
Yeah, so it looks like, now that school is back in session, Cartoon Network is just gonna keep rolling out the bombs until it stops working.
Woo! Let me tell you something. Probably won't.
I don't know.
Seems pretty sustainable.
I do kind of miss having a new show every week.
Well, as long as we're gonna get a new Adventure Time, the other 2 Thursdays in this month.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be there. And hopefully we'll get new Stevens next week.
Yeah, there's no word on what Stevens after the bomb. Like, there's just I didn't see any.
I mean, somebody on the crew universe, I think it was Joe Johnston, said it's hard for us to do a bomb and then more stuff because the bombs eat up our backlog.
Yeah, that's fair.
Which I understand, but it makes me sad. Steven.
I want them to use the fucking drill already. God damn it. Okay.
Anyway.
You got a shit ton of shoutouts.
Shoutouts.
Tim Foley 17 comments on our stakes episode about our ultimate conclusion about everything stays, that it's so right, that's why the final reprise is so sad. She's referring to herself. Marceline stays right where her mother left her, and her father left her, and Simon left her, and the humans left her, and PB left her, and Ash left her. And the sadness, however much she deals with it, is still there because everything stays. And yeah, essentially, all the good things and all the bad things, they don't go away. Like, I realized that when we came to Columbia, my mom came back to her home city, saw her siblings, and it's like, she's been gone for fucking, 30 years now. And things are different, but
to
it's
clarify,
also...
this isn't the first time she had seen them in 30 years, but she moved away.
Yeah.
Yeah, 35 years ago.
And, things are different, of course, because, things do change eventually, but it also really does just kind of stay the same without you. And then you come back and you're like, oh, I thought, okay.
Yeah.
It's tough. Cranky Hermit says, Yo Goons, a minor heads up, in your show notes for the Rise of the Guardians episode, the link for the Laika Kubo story goes to a clip for the Nicolas Cage film The Sorcerer's Apprentice. I don't think it's a prank. If it is, it's an oddly specific one.
It's not?
Wait, hold on, because,
Did we fix that?
I'm just confused, because, I would have made those, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was you.
How would I accidentally do that? I mean, I've gone... I was waiting for him to say something that I would have remembered watching and hoped to God it was safe for work. But I don't remember ever viewing that and accidentally having it on my copy-paste board. That's weird.
Well...
I'll fix that. What episode was it for?
The
Rise of the Guardians.
For the Kubo story link.
That's weird. Well, because I just copy and paste everything from what you link in the chat, so I don't know how that happened.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm more baffled than I've ever been in a long time.
We're haunted by Nicolas Cage. I can never pronounce this user's name.
Alexa Skull.
Says, I'm very glad you enjoyed my Stakes tarot card post. I did. I thought it was awesome. Hope you had a wonderful Christmas holidays and get a chance to relax before the new year.
We relaxed and then and then there was disease.
I mean, I
and
relaxed.
airlines
I wish the vacation was a little more relaxing, but
It was good stuff in there. We've relaxed.
good.
We've relaxed this week.
yeah.
We've been back.
Okay, I found the link. It still goes to the website, but then because I looked at the URL. I'm looking at the URL that the hover over URL, and it goes to the link. But then at the end of the link, there's another link to a YouTube video that's like, watch a clip from The Sorcerer's Apprentice, and I don't know what that is.
The Sorcerer's Apprentice, like the Fantasia vignette?
No, the Nicolas Cage live-action loose adaptation of the concept of a sorceress. It was a really bad movie.
Of course it was.
I would like to see Nicolas Cage as Mickey Mouse's character in The Sorcerer's Apprentice getting the shit kicked out of him by magic brooms.
Nicolas Cage is the sorcerer. He doesn't look like it's literally adaptation in title only. They just took the concept of this has sorcerers in it. There's no other comparison. Maybe a broom, who knows?
Okay, we gotta keep going. Mr. Awesome Potato says, please make t-shirts or any other merch. I'll buy it all. Okay.
It's something we want to do, but sometime this year.
We want to do, but we have no idea how to do that.
It's something we're gonna figure. I really do want to figure out for this year, though, is to make some.
That's our New Year's Gooniversary.
No, Rezagoon.
Yeah, that's as good as it's gonna get.
Prince Lee said, "Y'all, I get so amped when you talk about Steven Universe. I can't wait for the next episode."
Now it's gonna be the next episode, but it'll come pretty close.
Yeah. Vomit,
sure.
Vomit Cult said, "Hello, Mr. Awesome Potato introduced me to you guys. Are we both interested in merchandise?" And I was like, "Yes, I'm glad. I'm happy."
I fixed the link.
I read that too.
Vomit Cult also asked if we could do an episode on the Venture Brothers.
Eventually. What is happening to us right now?
I'm hungry. Prince Lee says, just wanted to ask you, doing a Tiny Goons episode for Stephen Baum 4.
Yep.
Yes.
Haha!
That is coming up next.
By popular demand.
Yeah. At Lantern King fucking storyboarded this hilarious sequence of me eating the giant solid Hershey's Kiss. And on their Twitter, they tweeted out the storyboards that they did in the car, and then on our Tumblr, we reposted the final product.
They also did an image for Japanuary, which is amazing.
It's the best.
I love it. I'm so cute. You make me so cute. At Dubba King 2 says, I stayed up all night listening to the Toon Goons because I love their podcast so much. Thank you.
If I do that, it's because I'm editing the videos and I hate it, so. I'm glad someone likes doing that.
At Endless Musings, wished us good luck with our drive back.
And a lot of people liked those posts, which is in itself a wish of good luck. It's like, hey, hope you guys don't die in South Carolina, where there's only 2 fucking lanes the entire drive up. South Carolina's the fucking worst. For a lot of reasons, but even if you're just driving through, it's a nightmare.
Nikki was trying to convince us that they
Okay, here's the bit. Is that, like, a youngest sister was like, why are there so many tires on the side of the road? It's like, oh, tires are considered a delicacy in South Carolina. South Carolinians can't get enough of them, but they're also really wasteful, so they throw out the scraps at the end. So every time there was any kind of car pulled off on the side of the road, not even a wreck, like, they had to, like, stop over to breastfeed their kid or piss in the woods or something. Everyone's like, oh, I gotta look at this car, I gotta size it up so I can steal and eat the tires.
And then south of the border goes and collects all the remaining scraps and then grounds them up and puts them into their terrible tacos.
Yeah. God. Fucking border. There's, like, most of those billboards are south of the border, and if you've never heard of this place, if you've never driven through South Carolina, it's on the border of North and South Carolina. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're probably losing your mind right now.
You're blessed human being.
It's this gross theme park that's, like, all, like, really racist Mexican themed, but, like, they've got billboards, like, 150 billboards leading up to it that are like, oh, hello, I am Pedro and I am a racist and all this shit. And they're like, they've been there since I was a kid, but they've got like a couple of new ones. It's like, follow Pedro on Instagram. Stop it. I don't want to see Instagram photos of your fucking ghost town theme park. All that place exists to do is to sell fireworks.
All right.
Yeah.
At 5 Moon says, woo! At Toon Goons YouTube channel's popping up in my subscriptions view a lot lately. Yes, for Christmas, Tooch got me and Nikki our YouTube back up, and for all of you as well. Hooray!
For Christmas, I got Tooch Blaze Blue, which is really more of a burden than it is a gift. So it's gonna be, 1 episode a day soon, or no?
Yeah, it's been doing it every day.
Yeah, it's been 1 episode a day.
Excellent.
Yeah, 1 episode a day, the three parts, 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m.
Yeah, like we're fucking Game Grumps over here or some shit.
Yep.
An anonymous writer came in and wrote us a lovely email about how listening to us got them through their stakes animation contest entry, and as well as homework. And they liked listening to us. And they had a completely unrelated note. While they were listening to the Book of Life episode, while drawing, they had to laugh out loud when I said something about, like, when the cookie crumbled.
It's like you're trying to end the news segment, like, and that's what the cookie crumbled.
And they sent us an adorable little doodle of a Cookie Boxer character with the catchphrase, and he's the best, and I love him. And thank you.
I love this guy.
I love him too. It's my new icon. Oh, thank you so much.
Well, heads up, like, we've said this before, if you want to remain anonymous, just let us know. However, if you contact us multiple times, let us know each time. We'll forget until we eventually learn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Croft Ant 2 wrote us in about our Japanuary and wanted to give us a suggestion since we keep saying that there's 1 episode that we don't know about yet. And they suggest Blood Blockade Battlefront. I have not heard of it, but I think we already kind of know what we're going to do. We have some ideas rocking around, but thank you for your suggestion anyway, and we hope you enjoy. People seem to be very excited for Japanuary. I mean, it's already a week into Japanuary, and
We fucked up.
We done fucked up real good, guys. Oh boy. Nikki, you cover this next one. I'm tired of talking.
Yeah, Sikorsky one.
It's long.
We got a long one from Helene. I'm gonna paraphrase it. You know, they mentioned a thing in the Good Dinosaur episode how weird it was that they kept chickens, considering they don't eat meat or eggs.
Yeah, that was really fucking weird to me. I did not like that at all.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
I hated them.
They were so scary. I was so... They recommend another Japanuary show for Japanuary, Shin Sekai Yori, which means From the New World.
Which I think I've heard of.
Yeah, they compare it to Madoka in terms of tone, although it's not really a deconstruction. You know, always something to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
They're taking a animation class being taught by Jason Peltz, who worked on Tiny Toons, Pinky and the Brain, Emperor's New Groove, Lilo and Stitch. Love all four of those. Yeah. And they say they're going to share knowledge with us, which should be super great. And
they just shared their love of animation and attributed us, gave us a lot of credit for that love, and I was just like, oh.
Yeah, it was a really sweet email.
So next up we have another really sweet long email from Plarcy, a long fan of ours, a great friend of ours, all about their excitement for our upcoming episode of Spirited Away, and just sort of gushing about how much they love the movie and how much it's meant to them and how much it still means to them, and, you know, sharing their personal story of, like, how they first saw it, and, like, I don't know, I loved reading this. This was super sweet. And, like, just... Yeah. I'm very excited to do this review. I really want to get myself in the right space to talk about this film properly, because it is such an important film in general, and also to myself, and I'm sure to many people. So, you know, it is coming. We took another week to do it, because we just needed some time to sort of...
Well, we realized it wasn't streaming anywhere, and it's like, we should buy this fucking movie. It's busted that we don't own this movie.
Yeah, so we just bought the movie. Joshua wrote into us.
Damn it.
Says, Happy New Year, Toon Goons, as the clock turns forward. I thought I'd ask you guys what your favorite episode of this year was. Really excited when you do Spirited Away 2016. Also wanted to know if you'd be up to reviewing The Secret of Kells for St. Patrick's Day.
I always forget St. Patrick's Day is a thing, but yeah, I wanted to talk about Secret of Kells. It's a great, beautiful movie.
That's a good idea.
Absolutely.
You know, which month is St. Patrick's Day in? Is that March or April? Is it one of the
March.
ones that moves?
March.
Or am I thinking of Easter?
Easter moves.
And they're asking, what was your favorite episode of this year was?
I assume what we did?
What we've done.
Oh.
I would say BoJack or Madoka. Tooch, you said at the time it was Goof Troop. Not Goof Troop, Goofy Movie.
Tooch, you're the only one who's actually, like, re-listened to most of them.
To be honest, I haven't had to re-listen to much. I just need to hear the parts that I need to cut, and then I only ever hear back to our recaps, so I can write down what we recapped for each episode.
Goofy Movie was really fun.
Yeah.
That was super fun to do.
For very weird reasons.
One of these days I should just, like, binge them, and then I'll die.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I'm trying to think. Like, there's a couple
because,
where,
like, I've gone on public record multiple times that I just forget. I just dump everything I talk about immediately after I stop recording.
Yeah.
I do not remember.
I don't know.
I'm bringing them... You want me to list all the ones we've done?
No.
No, I see, I know what ones, I know all our episodes, I just don't remember anything we said in them.
Yeah, I don't remember my feelings. I remember being hungry throughout Kim Possible. I remember not being there for the first Tiny Goons.
Ever After High was a fun one.
Ever After High
was really fun.
Summer Wars was great.
Surprising.
Shampoo was really fun.
I think we had a good year.
Downtown was fun too, because I got to, you know...
Yeah, I think my favorites were the ones where I was, like, anticipating, like, oh, this show's not going to be that great. What are we going to talk about? And then it was actually good enough we could talk about it. And I was like, okay, well, this didn't go so bad. I enjoyed this.
Yeah, Goofy Movie was, like, the
Almost opposite of that, but we pulled it out.
No, it's just like we went into saying like, what are we going to talk about? And then we just talked about Guilty Gear and made up and talked about.
Yeah. Anytime. Whichever episode we coined ourselves the premier Guilty Gear podcast.
That was that one. That was Goof Troop. Goofy
still
movie.
my favorite for different reasons then.
Yeah. That in post-Goof world.
Also, I enjoyed listening back to all our early season 1 recaps of Steven Universe, because
we're so wrong.
No, like, not even that we were wrong, but like, just because like we would open with like, oh dude, this episode was like so nuts. Yeah, Island Adventure, Jesus.
To be fair, that one actually is still pretty nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Sadie killed a thing. An invisible monster.
I also do want to refresh everybody's memory. I don't know when we said this. It was sometime this year. Nina predicted the Saiyan parallels in the whole idea that gens are in a colonialist empire conquering people. All that, Nina predicted that before Stephen Baum won. And everybody was on that tip.
Yeah, you were on point with that.
Yeah. I don't know, it just made sense.
We can get into that during the Tiny Goon.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we still have so many more shout-outs.
See? I'm glad we didn't do both.
I'm tired. Okay, Charles sent us another really long, really wonderful email about all kinds of stuff. About Blaze Blue. And about daddies. Apparently, for them, daddies is what mommies are to me. So they basically died watching The Good Dinosaur.
Oh, yeah.
They even checked out that book that you recommended, Tooch, Animating Cartoons with Character by Joe Murray.
Rad!
They read it, they thought it was cool,
It is.
and they want to read more books. And they were gonna make a wiki, but Cranky Hermit beat them to the punch.
Which I haven't checked up on in a while, but like, that was
Mostly what they've been doing is like getting down all the basics for all the past episodes that we've done and staying current. But like, so they haven't really had much opportunity to branch out with any kind of other articles, because our individual episodes are basically all we have to our name right now in terms of our mythos.
Yeah.
But if anybody else wants to help on that, it's
it's mostly Cranky Hermit doing everything.
Yeah,
so
just search for Toon Goons wiki. Search for Toon Goons, because we can't do it, it's unethical.
Yeah.
But yeah, Toon Goons wiki, just search for that, just start helping. That
same with the Reddit.
You read it too, yeah.
Yeah, guys, you wanted it. Pull your weight.
Help out your friends. Help out your fellow Goonsters.
Oh, there's so much. There's comments about our Samurai Jack episode, about our Inside Out episode, about Danny Phantom. Just like just a lot of really great discussion points. And also,
I would recommend Charles put some of this stuff on the Reddit. Like, we don't have time to talk about all of it here, but like, these are great discussion points, and maybe we can weigh in because we weigh in on the Reddit. That's fine.
I think it would be easier and more fun to weigh in on the Reddit, so everybody can contribute and talk about it.
Yeah.
Also,
we do appreciate reading this. We always read about it, but like, we don't have time to go into these discussions
you put a
right
big
now.
old smile on my face.
For a second, I thought this person was going to recommend us do the Blaze Blue anime, and I already said, like, I want to, but I'm not going to make them do that.
Elka sent us another really cool email, saying that they're going to school for animation. They live pretty close to around Pixar and those studios, and they recently were able to sit in on a presentation by Pete Docter. He talked about Inside Out and other Pixar type stuff, and they were able to snap some pictures of the slides to try to share with us. It was really, really cool. I want to share it with the rest of the fans. I'm not sure the best way to do that, but this was really awesome, and I'm so glad that you enjoy our show and we make you have fun and like make you really like take a further step into this whole industry and like rekindle that passion to go farther, because like that's the only thing we could ever ask for, and even that feels like asking a lot.
Yeah. It's really great though.
Yeah, I mean just spreading the love is just the best thing ever. and I'm glad you feel it and just gave it back to us.
We appreciate all you guys.
Yeah, we also got Daniel, JVE, looking forward. This was a while ago. They said that they watched it the same day it came out in the Philippines, just to prepare for our episode.
Good Dinosaur, you mean?
The Good Dinosaur, yeah. And, they haven't listened to, our Inside Out episode because it's difficult for them to travel to the closest theater, which is, 2 hours back and forth. You're amazing.
You're in for a treat once you can watch it.
Oh, man. Thank you so much.
And then point out that, Arlo did get the shit kicked out of him.
Arlo did get the fucking shit kicked out of him. Poor baby dinosaur, man. But yeah, I think that's most of everything. Some of you guys sent us news stories that hopefully we covered to your liking. Thank you so much for that. Doing that, continue to do it. Makes our life easier. Makes my life easier. You are all so wonderful. It was I was feeling pretty crummy on the trip, and then Nikki showed me that we had all these fucking emails. And so I was just sitting down reading them, and I was just oh.
So we got an episode on Stephen Bomb 4 coming out this same week, and after that we're doing Spirited Away. Our other Japanuary stuff is Cromartie High School, which we started watching, and it was a friggin' whiplash right after One Punch Man. It's very different.
Yep.
And what was the other one? Did we decide?
We haven't. We haven't come to a definitive conclusion.
But
okay.
We have a couple ideas.
Maybe you'll hear about that. You'll probably hear about that on the Spirited Away episode.
Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, we're going to wrap this up so we can record the Stephen Bomb.
Ways to contact.
Ways to contact us. Before we do that, Tooch, retrospective, how you guys doing?
Well, we also took a bit of the holiday end of the year hiatus. We still haven't actually recorded the 8th MS Team episode, but we've also... We're working on getting more of a backlog up because we can't always meet to do the episodes, but we like to do them in person, so we've got a couple things in the works. Maybe even like a sub-series of Gaiden episodes where we talk about Star Wars, because we both also super love Star Wars, and that's in vogue now.
Yeah.
So.
As opposed to when it wasn't.
I mean,
I know what you mean.
More so, yeah.
Ways to contact us. Our email is thetoongoons@gmail.com. Our Twitter is @thetoongoons. Our Tumblr is thetoongoons.tumblr.com. That's the best place to start, by the way. We got a SoundCloud. Search for the Toon Goons. We're on iTunes. Search for us. And we're on a Facebook. Again, search for us. I've never looked at that page. I've deleted Facebook years ago. It's a bad website. But if you're on it, it's a good place to talk to other Toon Goon fans. Then we've got fan stuff, Reddit, r/Toon Goons, and the wiki. I don't remember what it's called. Search Toon Goons wiki. And the YouTube, Toon Goons podcast. The Toon Goons podcast.
Yeah.
Got them all. All right. I've been Nikki.
I've been Nina. Sorry, I'm hungry.
I continue to be Tooch.
And thank you for tuning in.